Yeah, that's what I thought. Where's it at? Is this it? That's not it either. It's gotta be this. Stop. Now. Sodium, I call it. Go and drink yours over there. You see me drink, you want to drink with me? I like that. I like that. Much love. Yo, morning. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's happening? Hey, Margarita, what's going on? So I wanted to first say, was it Alicia and Cooper? I remember I said I wouldn't do it. I changed my mind. I'm going to do it because I believe it's appropriate. I wanted to say, Alicia Smith Cooper. Yes, Alicia Cooper. Thank you for the $25. Appreciate it. So it's sitting at 98. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't like showing you all my stuff, so I can show you this much. See? And Alicia and Cooper. Thank you, Mama. And of course, I responded. What I always do is I always create a web receipt, and then I take a screenshot of every one of them. So, yeah, it takes up a little memory. It's a little bit. It's not even a gig. Far from it. So anyway, relax. So the movie Freedom, it's done beat out everything. I'm actually going to order the movie just to have. There's certain movies I like to have, like Rwanda Hotel, regardless of how it's played out, because I actually knew kids who were children fighters from Africa. Two good friends of mine opened a major sweatsuit company, and all adults, a lot of veterans. They had veterans. And I actually drew some of their first wording and stuff like that because they remember me talking about and one and the fact that was stolen from me in 1986 on the USS Nimitz. That's why I created it. I was a breakdancer. And one had everything to do with going airborne and everything else, and one came and destroyed. It's the old. I can't put everything out here because I'm still looking at the suit and Nike and everybody, all these badges. Now, what I want to say is I see a lot of these people, these brothers and sisters whose inheritance is 800, thousands of acres. And you have these little peckerwoods who ain't even been here since the 1920s or 40s, believing that they own this land because you are still focused on this fake ass government and these little puppet niggas who ride around, work for the undercorner, thinking they're doing hits and this, that, and other because some idiot's watching and they're professing and doing dirty things when they don't get it. We don't play by their fucking game. First of all, I had to talk to my brother, Jaguar, and Jaguar, so I'm gonna say, and tell him, why are you fucking playing with these magistrates when you got a lawsuit against these motherfuckers? And their retaliation is to deal with you like you're stupid, but you've already returned your social security card, everything else. They don't have no say-so. You've got to stop entertaining these frauds. Do you know that when they subpoena you, a subpoena don't mean shit. It's an invitation. And then they send out the dumb, uneducated, don't know the law, unconstitutional, don't know the Bill of Rights or anything, little jackboots who are just as dumb as fuck in everything. That's right, the popo. And even the sheriffs, a lot of these motherfuckers is dumb as rocks now, especially the niggas. It's about control. They believe because they put on the costume. That's why I say you better learn. You better learn real quick. And they want this to happen, but you better fucking learn because it's gonna. Go out there, get you a handgun, a rifle, and learn how to operate that motherfucker. It's not just about these mother suckers that want to come in your home and rob you, these low-life, effeminate motherfucking men and these little worthless-ass women who will set you up. Did y'all see the brother, the two Latin brothers that were set up by the little goofy-ass bitch? And the brothers came up there and they had with the gun. Oh, that's one. I watched Active Protection, Protected or whatever you call it, Active Protection, whatever you call it. And I watched Stick Stories. Do y'all? I mean, to me, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, when I walk up in here, there's a blind spot. There's three of them. They can come from right there, be waiting for me. Pop, pop. I never see it. Right around my boy's house. Pop, pop. But the thing is, they get dead. Trust me on this. They come from this side. Now there's a Fed watching. He's not going to do shit because you know they goofy unless he's unless he has a different directive, and that's to protect. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want to know because I don't have respect for none of these consortiums. I don't need it. All right. Now the issue at hand is because they create the problem. The issue at hand, just like I was talking about the everything, whatever crap in the water, and all of a sudden, yeah, we have something we can actually kill it. We can pulverize and get rid of it, and always had it. They need people sick. The problem is people are snapping out of their little comas. Not as much as you fucking need to be, but reality is, and there's something else going on nobody's aware of. None of you. If these motherfuckers were smart, see, they don't care about the motherfuckers at the low level. You know, it's like when you say, I got a secret clearance, that's down here. That ain't shit compared to what's up here. When I had my little secret clearances, oh, you know, you can get a BCD, bad discuss, you know, this what's called discharge and all that other stuff, BCD discharge and all that. That wasn't shit. It wasn't like everybody in the world knew about that. The nukes I was working with, this, that, but then you get a couple levels up, which could be a little more, but it really still ain't nothing. Man, you got people operating with clearances that are up at this level, and y'all think, you know what? No, they don't mind the little dumbasses running around, going to the little meetings, standing there in front of the lockers. Yeah, we got to go out here and get some of these worthless ass niggas. The dumbest motherfuckers walking around. And thank goodness I know a whole bunch who went on the police force and left because they said they felt like they was walking around a bunch of the dumbest individuals on the earth, and that's who they're hiring. They got to have somebody, and you can see it in their actions if you watch Audit America, blah, blah, blah. You can see a lot of these costume characters, even the highway state. Look, first of all, my tent, I'm not a commercial driver. See, people don't get that. They don't know the law. It's all about a badge. The same thing with your job and everything else. Most of the jobs you work at, all them CEOs, a lot of them are just dirty bastards. I should know. I used to deal weed to a lot of them, and I knew guys who were selling crack and coke to them and dope. Seen them at the parties, walking around with a little goofy mask, like we couldn't tell who that coke bottle motherfucker was. See, y'all don't see this because you're so conflicted with where you live at. It's every day. I see people putting up, oh man, I'm struggling. I need this. No. What you need to do is get your ass out, get your head about your ass, and stop complaining. Because every time you say you need something, I need y'all to wake the fuck up. I'm speaking power and the truth. When you say you need something, because you feel emotional or broken or battered or beaten. It's because you are battering and beating and emotional. You're stigmatizing yourself. There ain't nothing outside of you supposed to have this kind of control. So these motherfuckers going for this land, thinking that these Peckerwoods own the land and the grave sites. They don't own shit. To sit there thinking that I tell you to go to a city council meeting so you'll learn, so you'll be able to open your mouth and say, this is a scam. All y'all got millions now, your company. You don't actually know shit about the land. See, they had to have people from the lowest to the highest in positions in their world. So they can mediate to you a structure of belief because of all the other ignorant motherfuckers. It just take one motherfucking, you know, they say it take one sour grape to sour the whole. That's how it starts, right? Mold. But it don't have to be black mold, it can be white mold, something that's beneficial. When you think about turpentines, when you're smoking weed, what is that? Oh, how about this? Sauerkraut. Is cabbage good for you? Only in the first 3 to 5 minutes, raw. After that, the enzymes are no good. But now if you ferment the shit, oh, and it's got a few months or a few years on it, what's the benefits? Beyond comprehension. Fermented beets. Even fermented lettuce. Yes, you can, with the right amount of salt and everything else. The problem is, people aren't fermented. We want to have everything right away without really knowing. So what are we doing? We dealing with a system that was slowly established. As they stole land, murder, move right in. The banks, we are the reason why the banks exist. Our gold and everything else. Us. Nobody else. They killed most of our pale skin brothers who were with us. And the ones who are from us, well, at 16, like them goddamn Quakers or whatever you call it, they get to go out there and do the little dancing or whatever, the Mormons, whatever. Oh, no, the Quakers, I think. And then they can choose if they want to stay walking around with them funny ass motherfucking dresses and speaking that Dutch, whatever fucking language and that fake ass Jesus they got. But I respect them. They weird about their shit. But hey, you know, yeah. You keep buying into the bullshit. And it takes that one motherfucker. That one motherfucker to speak up and say what needs to be said. And a few others that have been thinking it, but didn't know what to say. They go, hey. Like with the gay shit, right? In the schools, these goofy ass professors and teachers. It took 3 of the right motherfuckers to come along. A sister, Muslim, and his pale skin brother. I have his video. I think I downloaded it off TikTok because I saw it on the regular, and I was like, man, where can I find this video at? And man, them motherfuckers, that's when the gay people who was against it started speaking out, going, what is the hell is going on? And even they were saying, no, some of these individuals are mentally, something's wrong with them. To want to stand in front of children, yeah, they're pedophiles. They lost something, they were raped as children, and it's something that's passed the fuck on. Anytime you see a nigga thinking all the entertainment, it's the limelight, especially out in New York, Chicago, Detroit, and LA, God, dog. Even the hidden motherfuckers of Texas dancing in front of children, and they smiling, and the mamas, goofy ass mamas going up and giving $20 and $30, and they just, it's like a drug addict or a dealer. And they're sick and perverted. There's nothing normal about that. Doesn't matter what this fake ass government with they homosexuals married and children and all, don't matter what they think, they don't have no say so. All foreigners. All these Chinese motherfuckers, I'm looking at the gayer than a motherfucker. I'm like, you want to fight what? I'm just saying. All them Russian men out there fighting in them trenches, sucking each other's wee-wees and stuff. I'm like, what is going on? What kind of Caligula shit is this? I'm not advocating fighting. What I'm pointing out is reality. But once the right people come along and say the right thing, it only takes one, shit changes. And the problem with a lot of our brothers and sisters, too many of you niggas, and it's not directly to my tribe, it's to the niggas that come along and look, who don't know no goddamn better. It's like all them little Arabs and Hindus getting knocked the fuck out in Chicago, Louisiana, and at these gas stations and these little stores they bought because they want to keep niggas from making money. All right? My brothers who went and tried to buy stores and they just these little peckerwoods. But see, I keep telling niggas because you don't have everybody in the community behind you saying, no. We're going to bottom, motherfucker. You ain't going to say, no, we don't want your ass in there. Bottom fucking line. And bank, shut the fuck up. It's that simple. But you see, because people are waking up, you see what they're doing. They're folding in on themselves. Y'all need to know how to start being proactive, not fucking Southern Comfort. That's why I call them Southern Comfort, a strong drink of chemical booze that fucking fake ass Black Caucus and all them other worthless ass niggas who have sold you under the water. Mentally desperate, ill, worthless motherfuckers. Are you listening to me? No, y'all really ain't gonna do nothing. I already said. Well, anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They deserve everything they got coming to them. Maxine Waters, that dumb bitch. You said they talking about the congressmen. They in Congress for what Congress? For who? I know people have a hard time accepting this truth and reality. What Congress? What governing body? Whose? For who? I want people to speak the truth, not the made up shit. You know why? Majority of them can't speak the truth. Though I like watching valuetainment, this, that, and other, they walk a fine line. And I get that. I love watching, I used to love watching the conservative and liberals go at it. I'm neither one of them motherfuckers. I know you say I'm a Republican. See, the Republic is different from this fake ass two-party system that's actually one of the same snake eating all the eggs in the fucking hatch. And you still have these dumb motherfuckers who think they know something. I respect the Muslim more than I do anything. Not those who follow the actual Quran. And I respect the Christians who walk the Christian road. Somebody asked me again, you don't believe in God. I said, if you use that word, I will invite you over to my place, fly you here. I will take you out there between the trees while I jab and work on my 1, 2, 3s and everything, and we can go at it. There ain't no smiling, just literally put them on and fucking, I'll give you some, if you ain't got no wraps, let you wrap your shit, some cotton, let you wrap your shit properly. When you start sweating, it get a little heavy. But we're going to put them on little small, little motherfucker 10 ounces. We ain't put on the 12s. We're going to put them little 10 ounce on. And we're gonna go because I want to make sure I don't want to break no ribs right away. I want to see what motherfucker got, all that shit talking. Because I know there's a whole lot of, I grew up nothing but boxers. I got guys a little older than me that, man, will run y'all around in the ring like a motherfucker. 6'4", 220 pounds, be tearing heavy bags up. People like we all grew up, Muhammad Ali box camp, Duke is AC, Dewdrops. I mean, that's all we did was box in Jersey. In Philly, in certain places out in New York, not everywhere was a motherfucking really fighters. You had a lot of stabbers and shooters over there too now. But talking about the hands, Patterson, New Jersey, Delaware, that's what we renowned from Kansas City down to, come on, to the Panhandle, motherfucking Squillers. It's all we know. So I don't respect that word. It's a word. It is not, you cannot talk about what you don't know about. You can only talk about what they've given you. When are you going to snap about your coma and realize that? Is there something bigger than all this? Of course. Now the enemies, whatever they may be, they have forgotten. They've been made to be stuck. I wouldn't give a fuck if they was allowed to do it for 20,000, 20 million years. At the end, there's something bigger they're going to have to answer to. I don't think you get it. You've been lied to for so long that it's hard to accept the possibilities of another reality because they've been giving you so many realities that ain't worth shit. And they've been running around in a circle without you even having an idea what may possibly be a reality. That's all I got to say to that. Let's go ahead. I want to read Behold a Pale Horse. I'm tired of motherfuckers being stupid. Niggas, yes, you act effeminate. Stop. Stop being all emotional and shit. Women, stop thinking you're men. You're not. Men hold back because of the system, and most men are saying fuck the system because they realize the system been fucking them ever since they came into this world on their soil. Because if a man wants to pick your ass up and destroy you, because you're by yourself. Now, an old evil ass man with 5 wives couldn't stop him. That means they would get rid of his ass and get the right man in there to bring in new nations, to build a greater stability. See, y'all just don't get it because you're so stuck in the little fictional world you live in. Stupid is what it's called. Anyway, let's go ahead and behold a pale horse. Now, Ferguson said, we will go into a country and say, here is your goddamn development plan. Throw it out the window. Start looking at the size of your population and figure out what must be done to reduce it. If you don't like that, check this out. If you don't want to choose to do it through planning, then you'll have an El Salvador or an Iran or worse, a Cambodia. Yes, the governments, the pale skin governments created them. It's like the motherfuckers killing their own people down in Mexico and all the goofy niggas here. Who you think created that? The real reason the Shah of Iran was overthrown was that his best efforts to institute clean programs of birth control failed to make a significant dent in the country's birth rate. The promise of jobs through an ambitious industrialization program encouraged migration toward overcrowded cities like Tehran under Ayatollah Khomeini. Now, the clean programs have been dismantled, and the government may make progress because it has a program to induce up to a half of Tehran's 6 million residents to relocate. Iran's war with Iraq really pleased the OPA. Okay? And now you know about the Shah. And now you know part of the reason we have troops in the Middle East. Marcos fell victim to the same policy. Daniel B. Luton had this to say: an organization cannot have a conservation policy without having a population policy. The sanity test, in which the candidate confronted with an overflowing sink is classified according to whether he reaches for the mop or the faucet. Check this out. Thousands of people, mostly civilians, are killed in El Salvador's civil war each year. To accomplish what the State Department deems adequate population control, the Civil War would have to be greatly expanded, according to Thomas Ferguson, the Latin American case officer for the OPA. Do you get what I'm saying here? Because this is what they want here. And they're doing their damnness to fuck with everybody because people are too stupid to realize that this government don't really have no fucking power at all. And you dumbasses keep following. You fall for it every time. El Salvador was targeted for population. Excuse me. El Salvador, black seed oil. El Salvador was targeted for population control and war in an April 1980 population report published by the National Security Council. El Salvador is an example of a country with serious population and political problems. Now, the report states rapid population problems. How you think the problems got like that? Political, right? Rapid population growth. The birth rate has remained unchanged in recent years. Aggravates its population. A population program exists on paper. Why do you think that Mexico's fake ass presidents and all the other motherfuckers have allowed shit to go to waste? Costa Rica's population is not that big, so they're not fucked with. People can't own guns or nothing as long as it stays the way it is. Why? Because it's easy to assimilate and take over. But people are too dumb to know that. And they keep going to the hospitals and having their babies with their stupid ass selves, getting these shots and all this social kit and all this, and the babies are coming out more fucked up and nobody's paying attention. Program is just on paper. It has not been pursued with a strong commitment, and contraceptives remain unavailable. The population program really did not work. And OPA's Ferguson said the infrastructure was not there to support it. There were just too many goddamn people. Now, if you want to control a country, you have to keep the population down. Too many people breed social unrest and communism, to which they're all a part of. Something had to be done. The OPA official said the birth rate is 3.3%, one of the highest in the world. Its population, he complained, will double in 21 years. The Civil War can help things, but it would have to be greatly expanded. And you see that today, don't you? People running around chainsawing heads, all the dumb shit. Regardless of them doing to each other, it wouldn't be that way if nobody intervened and if the people didn't lose brothers, sisters, and daughters. Who are the ones who are pulling those strings? Why are they allowed and permitted to walk around, to exist? They always say fear. Fear gets you in the corner and lash out and kill everything in front of you. Anyway, right? In making sure that the population falls in El Salvador, Ferguson said the OPA has learned a lot from its experience in Vietnam. We studied the thing. That area was also overpopulated and a problem. We thought that the war would lower population, and we were wrong. Now you know what we were really doing in Vietnam and why we were not allowed to win. According to Ferguson, the population of Vietnam increased during the war, despite United States' use of defoliation and a combat strategy that encouraged civilian casualties. Now you know why those of us in the know consider Lieutenant Calley to be a scapegoat. Oh, they'll sacrifice you in a heartbeat. To reduce population quickly, said Ferguson, you have to pull all the males into the fighting and kill significant numbers of fertile, childbearing age females. He criticized the current civil war in El Salvador. You are killing a small number of males and not enough fertile females to do their job on the population. If the war went on 30 to 40 years like this, then you might accomplish something. Unfortunately, we don't have too many instances like that to study. See, in North Korea, it's practice. Just like in China, they're allowed to have the numbers like in India. But it's also to bring in a perversion. They can wipe away half to 3/4 of the population overnight. Y'all don't get it, do you? You still just don't get it. Okay. Anyway, he criticized the current civil war in El Salvador. You are killing a small number of males and not enough fertile females. Remember that. Now, to aid you in your research of this travesty, the names of the significant reports are The Population Bomb by Dr. Paul Ehrlich. Go figure, Ashkenaz. His wife, Anne, is a member of the Club of Rome, the Global 2000 Report to the President, and there's another book, the Global 2000 Report to the President, and The Limits to Growth, a report for the Club of Rome's project on the predicament of mankind. Now, in April 1968, the study began publicly in the Accademia delle Scienze in Rome, Italy. The study had been ongoing in secret ever since the initial findings of the Huntsville meeting of 1957. They met at the instigation of Dr. Aurelio Peche. The first real public indication, and y'all know what I say about the black box, right? Black rock, black pope, right? What I say about Peche. The first real public indication of their findings and the solution that had been decided on was publications of the book, The Population Bomb, in May 1968. Notice how close the dates are. And I was born 2 years later, on page 17 of The Population Bomb. Actually, I was born before that, but we're not here to mess with dates, are we? A telling paragraph reveals all there is to know. In summary, the world's population will continue to grow as long as the birth rate exceeds the death rate. It's as simple as that. When it stops growing or starts to shrink, it will mean that either the birth rate has gone down or the death rate has gone up, or a combination of the two. Basically, then, there are only two kinds of solutions to the population problem. One is a birth rate solution in which we find ways to lower the birth rate, and the other is a death rate solution, in which ways to raise the death rate, war, famine, pestilence, find us. The problem could have been avoided by population control, in which mankind consciously, God dog it, adjusted the birth rate so that a death rate solution did not have to occur. Now, the recommendations of the results of the study were made by Dr. Aurelio Peche, who pledged not to use the prophylactic and not to take the cure should the microbe be developed and should he contract the disease. Dr. Pesci was considered a hero for deciding to take the same risk as the general population. The public results of the study were published in 1968 and again in 1972. The MIT project team members have developed the computer model study as are listed below. And then we'll get into that later. MIT, you always think about doing some good stuff. Yeah. I remember when I was in Newark, back home, getting my stuff together. I was dealing with a young lady. She's passed away about a little over a year ago. She was at one time my fiance, actually. A wonderful, beautiful woman. She was out of Newark. College educated. Smack, beautiful, absolutely beautiful woman. Oh, she had one problem: dope. She didn't shoot it, unbeknownst to me. Snorting that shit. Man, she was wonderful. She was a Jehovah's Witness, not practicing. But then she got herself together. I was long gone. I had married and everything, and we stayed in contact. I'm like that. I'm not evil. My first wife's the one's evil. That's why we're not in contact, because she fucked up, and I don't tolerate that. And her, when you're scared because you make mistakes, that's what you do. You rather carry yourself a certain way and then start claiming things that have nothing to do with the individual because you're desperate and you're fake, whatever it may be. Anyway, Monique Frazier. I miss her. I love her mama and her aunties and them. They used to be like, "You want to cook?" Oh, and they could throw down, put their toes in it. You hear me? Nice to love it, man. And my Uncle Lonnie at the time was working at UMDMJ. Lonnie Wright, Denver Brothers Knuckles, right? He worked there. So I always had a place I can go and chill because I like them big ass subs, you know what I'm saying? Sandwiches unlimited type, you know what I'm saying? And I remember her talking about how they would have these vehicles come around handing out, like you can go up and get a prescription for birth control. And then all the rubbers started popping up out of the place and IUDs and this, that, and other. And how our people all of a sudden just started going forward. And then some of the excuse was the drugs. I don't want to bring a baby in this world with the drugs, unless they were just having sex, because our drugs can have you, I guess. And I watched some documents on that. And bringing these poor babies in that would have to go get these shots and be in these incubators, cut away from the umbilical cord and the sac. Population control has been going on in this country for a long time, y'all. Now, it was never about the population, though. It was always about us. Listen to me. He didn't know that. William Cooper didn't know that. But he was a guy who was a good guy who saw some things that he detested. He done fought in the war and everything else. There's a lot of cats out here who don't know what it's really about. And also, with greater numbers of us, we can't be controlled by these things. And some of you women, I know you've had abortions because you were ignorant. And will you say anything to the children now? No, because you know what? You beat yourself up, and so you'll be like, "No, I did this, so I'm not going to sit down. How dare I say something?" No, that's when you need to say something. They say when you learn and then know better, you do better, right? People need to pay attention to these things. I'm not saying, please get them thumbs up. I appreciate it. Everybody else has been doing pretty good. More visits and everything. We have 2 new subscribers. I want to say I appreciate you. Respect. And welcome to the tribe. Got to beat the algorithms. We get some more people. I know we should be well over 5,000-6,000, but we have certain parties and certain groups of individuals who are too dumb to acquiesce to the situation that is upon them, not upon me. It's not my problem. Of course, you don't know how to make proper choices and your selections are void because you believe they're not transparent. Anyway, let me get off of here because I want to come back and I want to read a little bit more of Behold the Pale Horse today. I actually want to finish that book up, but we got a ways to go. But I want at least to put a dent in it. There's a lot more in there that's just... And it's not all based... I'm not saying it's factless. I'm saying there's a lot of good information. Okay? And there's stuff you can research. Now, Snooze and Callie, you know, his son and all them, marriage and all that, she's not going to be on here because she's really involved. And she usually digs and pulls up all kind of information. I didn't see Lloyd because Lloyd usually pulls some information up too, which is so beneficial. But y'all really need to pay attention. You really need to come together, man. You know what I'm saying? And again, I appreciate y'all stopping through. I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta go and see. Let me see. Well, okay, it's just 7:30 over here. I didn't know it was so early, y'all. I woke up at 3:30, so 4 o'clock, something like that. Meow, 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 my head. So I guess I'm gonna eat early today. So I'll see y'all here in a few hours, all right? And we'll get in some more Behold the Pale Horse. I really want to make a dent in that. That is, wow. Pretty good damn book. All right. So Hall came in. Hey, Rondo, what's going on, beloved? Where's the Lone Wolf? What's going on, beloved? Mark later. Hey, where's the old hubby at? Peace and love and prosperity to you and all of you. Mikey Hill, what's going on, beloved? Yes, sir. Yeah. Great, there you go. What's going on, beloved? What's happening? What's Grand Elevation, Sidnelli? What's going on? What I thought that came out of this pissed me off was take America back again. How many times do they intend to take it from them? They're not taking shit. You're giving it. You believe that you're giving it because of the ignorance. It's different now. Imagine 1,000 of you together. 10,000 of you. Not no fake ass Farrakhan and some out marching on the motherfucking Capitol, which we... Listen. Saying, no, niggas, you tell these banks they can suck our ass. We know that the gold that stolen from our people based in Oklahoma and everywhere else, and the banks, over 100 and some of them, you stole away, and you just been lying to everybody. A lot of us were born at a time we knew our great-great-grandparents ain't had no social security and all this other bullshit, because you want to, it's about control with you motherfuckers. We don't respect nor know who you really are, because this is not government. We're going to walk on our land. We're going to take our shit back. You can tell them little uneducated, no law, don't know the truth of history, little Cabbage Patch Baby and little sellout niggas in them costumes to stay the fuck away from us. But no, because y'all don't even know how to get your ass up out and move it. Yeah, we the militia. We ain't the shit if we ain't together. So that's just a label, brother. It don't matter about the military, the term we serve in the military. All that don't mean shit. See, they together. See, they call all the motherfuckers all come up and fly up out everywhere and join together. I sit there and go, hey, come over here, let's get a fire. I want to tell y'all a story. And you lazy niggas sit right where the fuck you at. So y'all ain't shit, actually. Try. I'm going to tell you what's going to make you hurt and think. Or you don't need to be here if you can't handle it. That's the fucking fact. The enemy that moves as wicked as possible, killing children and women underground. You can probably hear the screams sometimes. Put drugs in your communities and everything else. You ain't shit. Well, when I give a call, you think you know me. I tell you we're not the same. You have a hard time because you caught up in their fake egos and everything else, and you ain't shit. Because you won't arise above vacation. We got goofies, little goombas coming in here from Europe and this, that, and other. They don't understand. They all about to fall. Because they don't have respect. They don't know how to speak up. They doubt and they disbelieve because they don't know the truth of history nor any fucking thing else. And a lot of you aren't sharing this shit. Telling you like little fucking women. Brothers. And some of you women, y'all be rolling with it. Y'all rolling harder than the brothers. And that's what the fuck we need. See y'all back in a few hours.